you're not single? Because as we've already referenced...
Well, not at the moment, I'm not. It is illegal to open post that is addressed to someone other than yourself. Clearly a complete... I know you don't like me using the C word, but
You're not going
I'm
to use
going
it.
to have to use it.
I am breaking the law on a sort of daily basis.
When I'm loaded, I'm in business, and you know it.
Are you locked and loaded?
Yeah.
DLs, welcome back to the Wittering Whitehalls from Whitehall Towers. I am sitting in a sweater that Michael bought me, I think, before we got married. Yes, it's that old. It's almost 40... No, well, it could be 40 years old because, of course, our 40th wedding anniversary incoming, Michael Whitehall.
Mm-hmm.
The ruby. You're wearing a ruby bow tie today.
I would say red.
Yeah, ruby red.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice.
Bright red.
I'm wearing this lovely little
That's more restrained.
cotton knitted sweater with little flowers on the front, which big favourite of Peggy's, which you gave me, I want to say, before we got married. So this is over 40 years old, yes.
I mean,
It's
I remember
a vintage
giving
piece,
you
rather like me.
I remember giving you quite a lot of things before we were married, but I don't remember that.
Okay, very funny, Michael Whitehall. You have amused our PPJ. Yes.
I'm also amused by the idea, of course, as you said, your Ruby wedding anniversary coming
Yes.
up, which means that can't be long before a trip to the jewellers.
Thank you so much, PPJ, for reminding Michael Whitehall that has got to be done. A ruby, if not rubies, have got to be involved, Michael Whitehall.
Right.
I was about to say we need a ring on these fingers, but I just remembered I took all the rings off for various reasons to do with I can't bear, rather like my daughter, putting hand cream on with my rings on. I hate it. It gets all gloppy around the rings. So I took them off and forgot to put them back on. Went to the Brits as an unmarried woman. Because that's how I roll. Forgot to put them back on, Michael. My hands are not looking great at the moment. They do look a bit
nude, your hands, at the moment.
They are naked. Mm-hmm. Naked. A bit like I was as Chapel Rowan. Could I just give you a quick Billy update? Because I did reference it earlier in the previous episode. Quite challenging, our Billy. Gorgeous, but challenging. So I've been doing quite a few overnights with Billy.
Well,
just helping.
That's your...
Yes, I leave Michael. Michael at about 9:30 and say, right, I'm going off to look after Billy now. And he looks at me as if to say, I'll
see you in the morning.
Is there something you need to tell me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I am on baby duty. But because of his challenges during the day, he is actually quite good at sleeping at night. So it's not quite as onerous as it sounds. The only thing that's tricky is settling him for that final settle of an evening. I found myself the other day, Rockabye Baby is there for a purpose, swinging the Moses basket, because that's what you do. You get desperate. You think, I'll try anything. I was swinging it at an angle, but having to hold the head bit up because of the reflux situation to keep his head higher than his feet. Swinging, thinking Clive Lethe, osteopath to the stars, would be very unimpressed with all of this, because as I tried to swap hands, I then ricked my back. So Clive Lethe has now got the two of us on his books, has he not, Michael Whitehall? We did a sort of...
I might need to go back and see Clive.
I know, we've both got bad backs.
Still not right. I don't know what's happened.
Yeah. But you came out with a line that was so good the other night. Because we have seen Joanna David and Edward Fox quite recently, we decided that we would call their daughter Millie Fox, she of Silent Witness fame, about various things.
Amelia Fox. Amelia Fox.
Or am I right in thinking that Edward calls her Amelia?
Probably.
Yeah. Anyway,
Amelia.
To me, she's Millie. And we were discussing our various aches and pains, Edward's aches and pains, Joanna's aches and pains, because we're all of an age where we have aches and pains. And I can't remember why you said this to her, but I wrote it down because it's such a great line. Oh, it was to do with being safe on the stairs, all of us being careful on the stairs, and that
Well, Millie doesn't need to be
No,
careful on the
Edward's
stairs.
house is like one big trip
yes,
hazard, and
yes,
it's got
yes.
stone stairs.
Yes,
and should I worry about him on the
yes,
stairs?
Yes.
And
And it's
need to
quite
sit down.
remote. It's a
It is.
remote cottage.
And you said, I love this because it's so good, Michael. Off the cuff remark. It's the stairs, not the chairs, that you need to worry about. So we're not worrying about chairs and sitting down, and what we need to be worrying about is the stairs. It's the stairs, not the chairs, that you need to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good line. I thought it was a good line, Michael Whitehall. Also, sorry, just going back to that holiday, I don't know whether I did this the other day, PPJ, but this line made me roar with laughter because we were going from Edward and Joanna's to Phil Max, which requires a trip from their house through Corfe Castle to where Phil Mack lives at Studland. And Joanna very sweetly said after lunch, because we were sort of, we went, she and I had a walk and blah, 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 blah. So it was about 4:30 when I left their house in Dorset, rural Dorset, to go to other rural Dorset. And she said, oh, you better be very careful when you get to Corfe Castle, because you know Corfe Castle in rush hour can be quite hectic. And I went, I live in London, Joanna. I do know about hectic rush hours. I think I can cope with rush hour in Corfe Castle. Such a lovely idea that Corfe Castle, babe, has a rush hour.
Isn't
I'm sure it
Putney
does.
High Street the most congested or polluted high street?
Polluted, yeah. The
in
air
the
quality,
universe?
yeah. The air quality in Putney High Street, the worst in the country.
Oh dear.
Don't Nick at the gym, who I met last week as I came out of the gym, got straight into the traffic conversation yet again, because what I can't do is cycle to the gym in the morning, because I go to the gym at 8 a.m. to see Harry. I come out of this house, up the road on the bike, cross the Lower Richmond Road, all the side streets backed up. Everybody thinks they're now just a one-way street to get onto the Lower Richmond Road at that time of day. I can't, there's no room to cycle up past the traffic. So I have to then get off the bike and wheel it up the pavement.
Flatten it, pedestrianise it, whole lot. No more cars.
Well, that's what, I think that's the plan, isn't it? That is the plan of those at the top.
I don't know. All I've done there is probably just inflame the tempers
whole
of
country.
Certainly the locals of Putney.
Yes. Cycle lanes. Oh, don't start Michael on cycle lanes. Let's not go there. Anyway, so yes, a lot of Billy work. Did a bit of Elsie work as well this week. I went and did took Elsie to a ballet class. What I'd forgotten about the ballet class is at the end she was given a sticker, Michael Whitehall. I haven't told you this.
Mm-hmm.
And she decided she wanted to put the sticker on my cheek. So she put it on my cheek, which was very sweet of her. She said, you have the sticker, Gramsa. So she put it on my cheek. Then I delivered her back home to Mama. And she was having a tea. And I said, right, I'm going to go now. And I had to take something back to a lingerie shop. Which was to do with the whole Chapel Roan costume situation. I had bought alternatives and options, so I had to take some stuff back. And the woman in High Street Kensington was quite, what's the word I would use? Curt with me. She kept sort of looking at me in a slightly curt way as we were having this conversation about what I was bringing back, what I was taking in with me. It was all quite a tricky transaction. And then as I came out of intimacy, I caught my reflection in the mirror and saw the sticker on the side of my cheek, which was slightly peeling off. And I thought, maybe that's why she was curt, because she thought I'm dealing with someone who's clearly unhinged because she's got this sticker peeling off her cheek. So I did a little video, actually, which I will send to PPJ, of me saying, so it's really good when you're trying to do quite a complicated transaction with someone who's not being hugely charming, when you've got a sticker peeling off your cheek, because I'd forgotten she'd put it on there.
She cheerily thought that you were
mad as a hatter.
Eccentric.
Yes, she did.
And she would have been absolutely right.
That is the perils of grandparenthood.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it surely is. Anyway, Michael Whitehall, shall we get on as twere with a WhatsApp? There.
Is this the one with starts, I made a mental?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
No, we've done that one, Michael. That is
So
an
what
old hat.
page should I be on?
There, the middle of the page. God, can't get the help, can you?
Public service request incoming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm visiting the UK and Ireland throughout April and May and would love to be matched with a fellow DL for dinner and a drink.
Oh, hello. We're now providing a matchmaking service. Yeah.
There can't be a flag any greener than a shared love for this podcast.
Yes.
My itinerary has some gaps, so tell me, where am I most likely to find a Wisdall? Witty, intelligent, single, dear listener. Sally, Melbourne, Australia.
Until the last qualification in that, I was going to say right here, but then you're not single. Because as we've already referenced.
Well, not at the moment, I'm not.
Glad you laughed at that, PPJ. I've actually had a little bit of a thought about this, Peep. I'm just going to run it past you, which is why I get Hilary Cam's coming out now. How about, because she's the one with the gaps, I don't know when the gaps are for her. How about, Sally, if you're listening from Melbourne, you come back to us, contact us again, with a date.
Oh, yeah.
And a time. Probably lunchtime, if I'm honest.
Yeah, let's keep it daylight.
Somewhere very public.
Yeah.
A pub or a restaurant or something. Say you're going to be there, and if anyone wants to join for a drink, that's where she's going to be.
We will publicise that time and that location.
Place. Yeah.
And then there can be a sort of DL drop-in.
Yeah, they don't even necessarily need to be, I know you want witty, intelligent and single. They don't necessarily have to be single. It could just be a social.
They might have friends.
Yes, exactly. So I'm thinking that's the plan. What do you think?
A little DL get-together.
Yeah.
That's a very nice idea.
So Sally...
initiated by Sally.
Yeah, Sally, you've got some work to do.
Yeah, let us know. Get in touch.
I was going to say, if you're coming, could you bring me some of those amazing croissants from Melbourne? But I think they might be not so good when they've been on a plane for 18 hours. Yeah, not good. Anyway, that's my plan, PPJ.
That's wonderful. Would we leave it up to Sally what the venue's going to be? Sally?
Well, I don't know where she's going. I mean, ideally, I guess London, but she might not be in London. She might be in Birmingham or Edinburgh or Cardiff or Manchester or wherever.
Leave it to you, Sally.
Sal,
the ball's in your court.
You know what you have to do. Get in touch with PPJ on 07712 147 236. I didn't even have any brushes then, Michael. Where were you when I needed you?
A cappella.
So that's my thought for Sal. I should preface this by saying Mr. Whitehall does not do pubs. And actually, Mr. Whitehall does not really do lunchtime socialing unless it's with his best friend, Piers Paul Reed, the very famous author. We do a lunchtime with him because neither of them can hear in restaurants, noisy restaurants in the evening. So we do lunch with your best friend, who is your age, do we not?
We do.
But other than that, we don't tend to
Sam's we go to in
Hammersmith. No, sorry, not Hammersmith, Fulham. Yeah.
Fulham, on the river.
Very, very, very nice. Sam's Riverside.
The other side of the river to us.
Sam's Riverside. The menu is fabulous.
It would take you 15 minutes from here if you could swim. Sadly, I can't. You could.
I could row you up there.
Yes.
In a rowing boat.
You could.
Just a thought, Michael Whitehall. So, Sal, you've got some work to do. But thank you so much for WhatsApping in. We will await an update, Sally. Michael Whitehall, would you please honour us with reading the next correspondence email?
This is the one starting public.
No.
No.
We've just done that one, Michael.
Oh, yes.
We're now doing the next one, which annoyingly is an anonymous person. But anyway, it's worth going there because I think I could feel a rant coming on because I know what the subject matter is.
I'm writing for support in an argument, but if you side with my husband, so be it. I respect due process.
Very wise.
We have been married for 14 years. God. How
14.
long have we been married then?
40. So not 14, 40.
Have we really been married?
Are you listening to this?
Have we really been married for 40 years?
As of next month, Michael White.
40 Ruby.
Why does he keep saying Ruby?
I despair, DLs. Somebody email in and tell him what a 40th wedding anniversary is, please. Oh, my God.
We have been married for 14 years and were together. Oh, shame it's all
Keep
over.
going.
Oh, no, sorry. And were together for 5 years before that. So we're knocking on the door of 20 years together. He still bangs on that we should not open each other's post. Weird.
Yeah.
In those 20 years, he must have repeated the same phrase thousands of times. According to the Postal Act of 2000, it is illegal to open post that is addressed to someone other than yourself. Clearly a complete dick. He never gets anything interesting through the post anyway. I take his point that it's technically illegal, but come on. As I said at the beginning, I will accept your ruling either way. Best, Anonymous DL.
Anonymous DL, I think you've got the measure of Michael Whitehall's view on this.
Absolutely. I mean, go fuck, basically.
Oh, you've gone big or go home on that one, Michael Whitehall.
If you've done 20 years together.
No, they haven't. They've done 14 and 5. So, yeah, nearly 20. Yeah, nearly
virtually 20. If I were you, I'd cut and run now. I mean, I'm amazed that you've lasted that long with him. Let him find somebody else who will not open his post.
I mean, I'm just going to say, Anonymous DL, that if I didn't open Michael's post, it would never get opened. I am expected to deal with anything that comes through that letterbox. I am the first port of call on the filtration system of posts that comes into this house. So technically, I am breaking the law every single day.
The first thing that happens to me in the morning is Hilary just very quietly goes on the door of my bedroom.
Your bedroom.
I say, come in.
You have your own bedroom.
Come in, Hilary.
I mean, I know we
Come in.
referenced the other day that you took over all the wardrobes, so technically it is your bloody bedroom. I have very little in there, but yes.
Silver tray and letters on it.
In the East Wing.
Yes, with the calling cards as well that have been left
with one
by
of those
people.
knives, you know,
a letter opener.
They're called something else, aren't they?
So you've got one over there. In fact, PPJ, sorry, just going to, excuse me.
I'm on it. I got it.
Right, there's two over there. There's one with a Venetian glass handle and there's one in the middle. No, not that. Well, there's three then. Okay, so look, you see that round thing in that, where that postcard is? That?
Yeah.
Isn't that a letter opener? Yeah, there's the next one. Bring them over and I'm going to just do a little, and the glass.
All of them?
The glass handled one. And I love the fact that you've got 3 letter openers and you never open a letter. That's the big, and there's the glass handled one. There we go.
There's the glass one there.
Yes, here we go. Right, so Michael Whitehall.
Just 3 then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right, are you ready for this? DL's on YouTube. Yes, please subscribe if you're watching. It does help. Please subscribe. Right, 1, which lives in a rack for letters to go in. 1, 2, beautifully sort of marquetry letter opener. And 3, Venetian blown glass letter opener, okay? Who opens the letters? Muggins here, not Michael Whitehall. So these are the most redundant things in this house.
Now, this I got from that nice Linley shop.
Oh,
in
yes.
Pimlico.
Linley Furniture. Yeah.
Yeah.
A royal seal, then.
A royal
Yeah.
seal.
Although they don't have Oh, no, he does have a title, doesn't he? He's the Earl of Snowdon through his dad.
Yeah, Linley.
Yes.
According to Google, they are called letter openers, and I think this is probably the posher term, paper knives.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Because they're not actually, they don't have a blade.
Not serrated.
No.
No,
But
paper
also they don't
knife.
have a sharp edge.
Yeah, I think paper knife is probably a better word.
Yeah. The other thing is, not only am I breaking the law with opening Michael Whitehall's letters, but for various reasons, still, 2 of my children, I'm not going to say who, have letters delivered here, bank statement. And well, to be fair, actually, I do office management for one of them. So bank statements, etc., all come here in their name. I open all of those because I have to then do the filing. Then when I go to said child's house, there is always a pile of post by the front door, unopened. So periodically I scoop it all up, bring it home, open it, filter it, send it to the relevant people, either back to the child concerned or to PAs or bookkeepers or whatever. I do that once a month. I'm known as a sort of postal filtration service, basically. But I am breaking the law on a sort of daily basis.
Serial
I'll hold
criminal.
my hand up. Yeah, I am a serial criminal, Michael. You're not interested.
He's admiring
wondering-
his paper knives.
I didn't realise they were
Little
so nice,
things,
these
please.
paper
Little
knives.
knives. I've little minds, little lives, little minds. Yes, they are nice, Michael. They're lovely. They're
I
a
don't
lovely object.
recognise this one.
That one goes in the middle of that rack.
Oh, right.
It's lovely. It's got a sort of carved handle.
Very useful things to have.
Very useful, particularly when opening letters,
Yeah.
which you never do. Anyway, so there we go. Anonymous, our ruling is very much in your favour, so you will be able to deliver that news to your husband and see if he was very much of your mind that he would take our ruling. There we go. That was a nice, easy one, Michael Whitehall. PPJ, shall I keep these for the moment?
I think we've done all we can.
Paper
with
knives
those.
have been covered. A range of paper knives have been covered. It's very classic Michael Whitehall, that, though. He would never have one of anything. He always has to have options. Do you not, Michael? To be honest, it's just as well that you don't feel that with your marital arrangements, that you have to have options. Because what are we approaching, PPJ?
40 years, that's Ruby, 40 years.
Can we have the...
Microphone's down here. Ruby, 40 years.
Oh, my goodness me.
I have to be honest with you, Hilary.
And say that you don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
No?
I do know what you're talking about, but I'm going to be brutally honest with you.
Uh-oh.
Yes. What? For a change?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
know you don't like me using the C word, but
You're not going to
I'm
use
going
it.
to have to use it on this occasion, and you'll have to just forgive me
Oh,
because I know it's your least favourite word.
hang on. I'm going to have to... This is a big moment. Hang on. Yes.
I think
Yes.
that rubies are a bit common.
Can you believe he's just said that?
Well, he's gone and said it, hasn't
He's
he?
gone and said it. It wasn't the C word I was expecting, I'll be
No.
honest.
I was ready on the
Yeah.
beat button, actually.
No,
Thought we were going to have to
Yeah.
deploy that one.
no, I think they're a bit on the common side.
Can I just
They're a
say
bit
something,
naff.
Michael Whitehall? Michael
Ruby.
Whitehall.
It's not a colour that I like.
Can I just... Sorry, can I
And-
cut in here?
Yes.
Okay. Not all rubies are red. You can get pale pink rubies, which
well,
are
that's
lovely.
better. Yes,
That's
better.
PPJ. Can you just say pale pink?
Pale pink ruby, Pale pink ruby dooby, 40 years.
Oh, it's amusing me anyway.
No, pale. Well, if you can get them pale pink.
It's what's
then
known as subliminal messaging.
I thought they had to be red.
No, they can be pale pink.
I mean, I thought it was the colour of that bomb damage map book.
Yes,
you gave
I mean
me.
you can get very deep, dark blood red.
Why
rubies,
did you
but
give me a book about bomb damage?
You've just
during
said
the
to me
war?
earlier that you thought it was the most amazing book.
Yeah, I just wonder why you gave it to me there.
Because I thought it was very you.
Right. Okay.
Because you like detail. Wartime detail is your thing, is it not?
It is.
Yeah. You are a wartime detail man.
And
I find it fascinating because what it is, DLs, is it's a book from the London County Council, and it absolutely maps every single house that was damaged or destroyed by bombs between 1939 and 1945. And it's absolutely fascinating. So you look at Putney and you can see sometimes it's a whole street that's been taken out. Sometimes it's like a row of teeth that's just have one taken out. So you just see one house that's completely destroyed, and then the ones either side are damaged, but they mend those, but then they have to replace the one that's been destroyed.
And it's a big favourite because it's got to be the 4th time we've talked about it.
I know it's
I think it's because it's on that table that we talk about it.
It wasn't on that table yesterday, Michael, and you put it there deliberately, unless, of course, you were looking something up.
No, it was there, but it had other books on top of it.
Other books are available in this
But
house.
now
As
it's
you well know, DLs, we're full of
It's
bloody
now
books.
featured on its own.
Yeah. I mean, the book delivery situation on a daily basis. Now, that's another thing that I have to open a lot of the time, the Amazon packaging. Because Michael Whitehall very good at opening the Amazon packaging and just leaving it strewn across the floor downstairs. And then I have to dismantle the boxes, etc., flatten them and get it all recycled.
When you say strewn,
It's a good word.
That's making. I'll just throw it all over the place and then, Hilary, clear this floor up.
I wouldn't say you throw it. I would say you drop it where you happen to be standing.
Right.
Bit like your plate, that when it is finished, you've finished eating at the
I
table.
drop the plate on the
don't
floor, do I?
You don't move the plate there. You don't move it from the table to the dishwasher, or indeed the sink if the dishwasher is full. It stays on the table. Sorry, it's just airing a bit of dirty laundry in public.
No, because
here,
you complain about my loading. And I've said there is nothing wrong with my loading. When I'm loaded, I'm in business. And you know it.
Are you locked and loaded?
Yeah.
Michael Whitehall is locked and loaded.
But you
Not bad
there.
after 40 years that you are still
No,
locked and loaded,
exactly.
Michael Whitehall.
But you still complain about it
That's
all
what
the
I'm
time.
here for. It's what I'm here for, Michael. I'm here to keep up the standards, as you well know.
You said to me the other day, is that the best you can do? And I said, well, yes. I mean, it is the best I can do, I'm afraid. And then you reloaded it, obviously, and put the plates on the right place and the knives and forks where they should be.
Why is it I get so annoyed when somebody loaded the dishwasher the other day, and it was very, very sweet that they did after a Sunday lunch. Everything was in the wrong place. It's so logical where the big plates go and where the little plates go. But no, suddenly you find the big plates in the little plates place. I can't bear it. I have to reload it. Sometimes I have to reload it after it's started because I don't want to upset people. So the dishwasher gets started and then I reload it and it's all wet because I think it's got to be in the right place. Right, Michael Whitehall, shall we get on to another...
Dear Hilary and Michael,
Yeah.
I've taken to watching your episodes on YouTube.
Yes, are you subscribed though? Because DLs, if you're on YouTube, it would really help us if you could subscribe. Literally brand messaging again. I'm on it, PPJ. I'm on it.
And love the added ability to see your facial
Could we just
expressions.
Well, you won't be seeing them with those up there, will you?
You want me to read this again?
No, I quite like the fact that you were blocking your face as you were talking about
To
your
see your
facial
facial expressions and reactions to one another during an episode. Something caught my eye, however.
Yes.
The bookcase behind you is adorned with countless books about Churchill, obviously.
Yes.
There are also a few bits and bobs.
What do you mean a few? There are many bits and bobs.
Including a decoration that proclaims, "The campsite is my happy place."
Where is that then?
Oh, it's there. I
haven't
bought
even- I haven't
that.
even
I was going
noticed
to
it.
give it to you for your ruby wedding.
No, I've never noticed that before.
No, I know. I put it there to remind
Here
me
God,
to wrap it
we're
up
very visual today. For those
and
of you
give it
listening
to you for
us,
your ruby wedding.
it's the wrong colour, babe. It's blue.
Well, I was going to paint it in the red.
Are you going to make those little flags in red? So, for
Oh.
those of you listening on the pod, proper, as it were, the traditional way, the campsite is my happy place. Campsite is my happy place with a little on a plaque and then there's above it on top, little picket fence, a little post with a little washing line, 2 washing lines running to a little caravan that's blue and white stripes with a seagull sitting on the wheel, little window, little door with an anchor on it, 2 little blue polka dot triangular flags, and then 2 little, a blue and a Hessian flag on the lower washing line. It's very cute, I think.
And it's
Bit
very
like
you
me.
because you love the idea of campsites.
Literally
and
love
everything.
camping. Can't wait to take the grandchildren. I think I referenced it in another episode. I got the pop-up tent out the other day. We were going to sleep in the garden, but it all got a bit frightening-y, so we then brought it in. And in fact, I think the grandchildren then slept in it in a bedroom, which was not quite the same, but good enough. Well, thank you very much, Michael, for that little present, which
My
I've
pleasure.
never noticed before.
I'll wrap it up and give it to you.
Great. For my
Ruby.
pale pink ruby. Pale pink rubies. Yes.
It says this is not a toy and it's not suitable for children under the age of 3.
Yeah. Would you like to finish the email and then
No,
I'll
I
come
think
on to a
it's
few
rather
other
nice, that.
favourites? Yeah. It is very nice. I'll put it back whilst you
Yeah.
finish the email.
Well, I'm trying to find it. Is it this one here? I remember on a very early episode
Yes.
that Michael can't stand camping
Absolutely not.
and would refuse to go.
Yeah.
So unless Hilary is going camping on her own, possible maybe,
Probably not on my own, but with
then
maybe
I must
grandchildren.
know where the sign came from. Oh, that's it.
What I'm going to reference is the fish. There's lots of fish that we bought in Sardinia.
Yes.
There's also some wooden sardines that came from Sardinia, funnily enough, because, of course, Sardinia, sardines, allegedly that's where they came from first.
And that's where we met that woman who was 190 or something.
101, and you made gnocchi with
That's
her,
right.
which you mistook for the word nookie.
Yes, she said, would you like
Repeatedly.
some gnocchi?
Gnocchi.
And I said, well, I don't.
You said she's
Maybe.
quite a game thing, this
Yeah.
one.
'Cause she
So
She was very
predictable.
old. She wasn't
Yeah.
she 100 and something?
101, and still
Yeah.
making gnocchi for her whole family every
That's
week.
right. And she made
She
some
lived in a
for
blue
us.
zone. We talked about blue zones
Yeah.
where people live very, very long lives and they think it's to do with community, a lot of exercise, healthy, the Mediterranean diet, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So other favourites on here are the Buddhist monk, which came from Cambodia. He's lovely. I love him. And then Jack got you that man there from Sardinia.
Yes.
He's a favourite, isn't he?
And then the man on the left.
The man on the left, Jack also bought. I can't remember where he bought
Can't
that
remember
from.
where he got that.
And then obviously there's the Winston Churchilliana. I love those ceramic cats down there, which various dogs have come to visit and barked at, thinking it's a real cat.
Not that I'm that keen on cats, but
I also love the Val Bennett ducks, the literally the
Yes.
bronze ducks, which are everywhere. which are
all
lovely.
hand painted
And
by
of
him.
course, because we have had a couple of episodes without him, the Nigel Havers budgerigars, taxidermy budgerigars, are a fave. And also this little handy multi-tool. Hang on a sec. I am going to get this one, PPJ. God, I'm like Fidget Bridget this morning, aren't I? Fidget Bridget. Right, so this one, I've had this probably, we're back to... Sorry, this is a very early purchase from around the time I got married. So it's 40 years old and is therefore a ruby hammer. Sorry, it's also got pink flowers on it. Anyway, it's a multi-tool because my memory is that you unscrew bits of it. So it's a hammer, right? And then, still laughing about the ruby multi-tool, it's a screwdriver as well out of if you're not watching this on YouTube, it's a hammer and I've unscrewed the bottom and there's a screwdriver. Unscrew the bottom of the screwdriver and it's so you've got the Phillips and the ordinary. Hello, multi-tool. Love it because I love a multi-tool, Michael. Just wondering if there's anything going on underneath the head of the hammer. So I'm going to unscrew that as well.
I don't use that very often.
It's floral. It's decorated with flowers. But look, I'm feeling there's an unscrewing situation here at the top because in the top of the hammer, taken off the claw head of the hammer, is something that's not coming out.
The meaning of life. What's in there?
What's in the... I can't... I'm going to have to get the tweezers that I got Peggy's...
Is there something in there?
There is something stuck in there and I don't know what it is. Which, of course, will illustrate the fact that although I love the multi-tool, it has never actually been used.
Well, do join us on the bonus on Thursday to find out what's under the head of that hammer.
The ruby... the ruby wedding hammer. Are we done?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, my God. That was a hectic episode, Michael Whitehall. I'm going to draw this to a close because it's got completely out of control, as per usual. With my handy multi-tool in my hand, I'm going to wrap it up and say, please join us on Thursday for the bonus ep. Please do what you do so well, DLs. You are the beating heart of the podcast and we love you. We love you. We love you. Please email in thewitteringwhitehalls@gmail.com. Please send in WhatsApps and voice notes with big punchlines to brushes, please.
Just before I get the brushes out,
I was poised.
I want to give you a little taster for the next time we meet.
Yep.
And that is that, and this is not definite, but I may just, maybe for 15, 20 minutes, read through some of the bomb damage maps that I've got on the table, 1939, 1945. I'll pick some different, range of dates, different sorts of... you won't see the houses. It's just maps of streets.
I mean, it's what's called water
and
cooling
see
podcast.
whether there's anyone watching or listening
yes,
whose house got bomb damage during the war. And then you could get on to us and we could exchange
They could come
notes.
They could come to Sally's Drinks. See what I did there? I'm pulling it together nicely.
Yeah.
Get the bloody brushes going, please.
Yeah. Okay, here they come.
07712 147 236. For those of you not watching on YouTube, I conducted myself with the multi-tool. Oh, I'm going to have to go. Until Thursday in the bonus ep, I will say farewell.
And I will say au revoir.